Hi everyone, my name is Bailey Heffernan. This is my design challenge that goes along with the novel The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. So the learning goal for this assignment is that students will be able to define and use 6 to 10 vocabulary words from S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders to create a story using Pixton. So this design challenge covers two of the standards, the ISTE standards for educators, 5B designer, so design authentic learning activities that align with content area standards and use digital tools and resources to maximize active deep learning, as well as 6D facilitator, which is model and nurture creativity and creative expression to communicate ideas, knowledge, or connections. So, for our class period, we are going to read chapter 1 of S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders together. And then afterwards, we will discuss what happened in the chapter, and we're also going to talk about the vocabulary words that were used in the novel and how they used them in the novel. Then I will introduce Pixton and the design challenge. I will show the class a sample project so that they can kind of get an idea of what they need to do. For the actual design challenge, the directions are going to be to make a comic with a story that includes at least 6 vocabulary words. I do not want them to use more than one vocabulary word per panel, so a minimum of 6 panels. And it has to have 2 characters. We don't want a story where just one character is talking to themselves. And I want them to have fun and be creative. The Pixton story can take place wherever they want it to be with whatever characters they want, as long as it covers 6 of those vocabulary words. And then we're going to transition into the Chromebooks or whatever technology that they have and get logged into their Pixton accounts. And then for the design challenge, they're going to have around 25 minutes to create their comics. I think that's plenty of time. During this time, I'll kind of walk around and see how everyone's doing, make sure that students are confident with the words and the definitions that they're using. And then I'm going to have them share the design challenges with me. It's very easy to share the design challenges. You just have to click share. They all have an account. These are the vocabulary words from the first chapter that I chose. These are all words that are very recognizable in our everyday lives, but for 7th graders, these are words that they're acquiring. So conscious, perspiration, sympathetic, unfathomable, appeal, incredulous, sophisticated, stagger, apprehensive, and gingerly. So using these words, I created my sample comic. And to be honest, I didn't change much during the comic. I changed some of their facial expressions, but the main focus was to get all the words in. So she's saying, does the gym appeal to you? Appeal is the word. No, I'm not a big fan of perspiration. Perspiration's the word, and so on. I just created a little story where they're talking about going to the gym using 6 of the vocabulary words. And so after we're all done with that, we are going to share our Pixtons with myself. I'm going to choose a few for us to look at as a class if we have time. And we can look and see if everyone's using the vocabulary words correctly, stuff like that. Afterwards, we're going to wrap up and take the post-activity assessment. And basically, it's just going to ask them about their comfortability with the technology that we use. So with Pixton, it's also going to ask them a little bit about if they felt comfortable using the vocabulary words. Other than that, that is basically my project. I wanted to wrap up by saying that even though I will be an English teacher, using Pixton has taught me a lot about how technology is basically required now for every single class and how it affects every single class at school. And so using Pixton for this assignment was really awesome, and it really makes me feel like it'll be something that I can use when I actually teach this unit in my 7th grade class. Thanks for watching, everyone.